Hi, everybody. I got sweet Miss Ona with me here today. This was totally unexpected. We were trying to Skype and we were having technical issues with Skype. So we decided, hey, let's go on StreamYard and converse there.
Yeah.
Without realizing that we were gonna be actually going live. I didn't realize that StreamYard would notify people. I'm so sorry. So
that's all right.
So we were just kind of behind the scenes, just chit-chatting, talking, hanging out. We were just kind of, I was unloading on hi Jace. Just kind of venting. It's been a rough day for me, as I'm sure it has been for everybody else.
You're floating in and out.
Yeah. Hi T-Barb. Can you see me, Ona? Can you see me, Ona? Ona.
I'm having trouble. I can't hear you. You froze.
Oh, you're freezing on my end. Oh, okay. You're very pixelated. It's probably because there's a lot of people on YouTube maybe streaming right now. But what I was letting everybody know is that that her and Ona and I were talking and I was venting. It's just it's a lot of intense stuff going on out there, and I kind of had a very rough day today. I was on a roller coaster of emotion, facilitating between bawling my eyes out to just rage, to bawling my eyes out to rage. And Ona's she's my therapist. She's so good at keeping me level and helping me see things. So we were just chatting and we had no intention of going live. We're not going to be doing political readings today at all. I can't handle it. So we're not going to be answering any questions in regards to that. I need a break, and I think everybody else may need a break. We need to unplug for a minute. So what do you want to do, Ona? Because we weren't expecting to go. We weren't expecting to go live at all.
I think what we were starting to talk about was this whole experience of emotion right now. It is so very, very charged, and we feel like we're going through an energetic tube, like we're being squeezed through this tube and experiencing all kinds of junk that's coming out, all this emotion.
Purging.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I just want to pull spirit cards or messages from spirit, because I got to tell you, the last few days with all the little bunnies and butterflies and birds and pigeons, I'm like, there's something going on.
Yeah.
So I actually took a couple pictures and I pulled cards because I have this pigeon Gladys Kravitz.
You texted it to me. You're like, vultures. I'm like, wait, are those vultures or seagulls?
That's Luigi and his beer drinking friends on Friday night. But then we've got Gladys Kravitz. She is literally, and now I moved everything so I could see right out the balcony window, the balcony door, and I have my flower boxes there, and she's been right there at the window, just kind of sitting there, enough for me to get up and be able to take a picture and talk to her, ask her if she likes her seeds roasted or non-roasted. So I'm like, what is going on? And then I threw out some seeds, non-roasted, and all these pigeons came up on my neighbor's roof.
Oh, they're like, food. The pantry's open.
So I'm like, all right, well, we're just going to have a party. It's Friday night. We'll just celebrate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Gilded is here. He doesn't care about birds or nothing.
You know, I did. I told you, I sent you that picture, and I think I posted it on my community tab the other day. So I keep a little thing of feathers up here. And this was one of my old crow feathers. As you can see, it's quite mangled up because I had it sitting in my kitchen on my altar where I keep my basil. So every time I would water my basil, the water would leak out, and this is what happened to my crow feather. So about a month ago, while we were walking moose, I had asked for another crow feather, and yesterday I came across one brand new right in my path. So I took that as a good little sign. But yeah,
Pigeon.
helped.
City
What
pigeon.
those? A little pigeon. Luigi and his beer drinking friends.
Pigeon. I was watering out front. Actually, I was watering the plants, and they were up there, and I squirt the hose up there. I'm like, you guys want some water? You go, I just squirt the hose up there. I'm like, maybe I'll just wash the windows or something. I was teasing them, and he dropped some feathers and some poop.
Oh, pigeons.
Mm-hmm. They're very bold, and it's just amazing. I'm like, there's maybe because that's all of the, people aren't going out, but it seems like there's more animals all over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had seen this thing. I think it was one of these Now This, those Now This things that are all over the internet.
Yeah.
And since COVID started, there's been animals all over the place. Like they showed a short clip of this one town in Wales where all of the mountain goats came down, and they were just running rampant all over this town in Wales. It was hilarious. It's like, what, this is what it should be like. The animals should be out. Like, we've encroached so much on their territory and their land that
we're the ones in the zoo. They're visiting us and making us dance for them, right? They're knocking on the window like, dance, you two-legged, stupid two-legged fool. And we're playing music and dancing for them. And they'll go next door to the next door neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like I'm the one that's in the zoo. So,
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
It's really nuts out there, though. It's, I think people are starting to feel like, it's getting warm. It's very hard to wear a mask. And it's difficult to breathe. And I was talking to a friend of mine, some of those masks that are really, like the really strong ones, you can get, acidotic. I mean, you can build up acid from breathing in your own carbon dioxide. I mean, you have to really work at it.
Yeah.
But it's like, and it seems like that. It seems like people are walking around sort of dazed, and their glasses are all fogged up and stumbling. It's just, it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's,
I think you and I were discussing earlier, before we realized that this using StreamYard to chat was a bad idea because everybody showed up in the chat room. But I think we were discussing, and I would like to preface this by saying that I don't believe either one of us are astrologers. I sure as heck don't know anything about astrology. I know the very basics. But this whole Pluto and Capricorn thing, the tearing down of structures and institutions, and we're witnessing it now in all different sorts of aspects. You know what I mean? It's like these failed institutions, from our government to our local governments to our police departments to our healthcare industry, everything. You know what I mean? And
that's why we need each other to.
It's very painful.
Unite and be cohesive and remind each other. I swear to God, everything is going to be okay. I am not kidding. I'm not kidding. You're going to look back at this and go, oh my God, how did I get through that mess?
Yeah.
How did I do it? We're doing it together, and it's going to be okay. People need to learn their lessons in their own time, in their own time frame, in their own timeline, right? We recognize that some people are going to learn a really, really hard lesson, and we want to stop them from making mistakes. But we have to allow them to make mistakes, because we did.
Yeah.
You know?
I
So,
know.
You got to keep your faith. You got to tell your guides, remember, let's do that. You know, let's close our eyes.
I know what I
do it.
What I struggle with, what I seriously struggle with is I'm tired of fucking praying. I'm tired of fucking praying. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking fed up.
Yeah.
How much prayer are you going to do? How much are you going to cry and beg for change? Like, tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like,
okay.
You know, I understand prayer. I understand all of that. I really do. I honestly do. I'm not bashing it in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's like, you know what? God gave you a brain, eyes, and a mouth. Do something, you know. But it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do right now?
This is the challenge. The challenge is, how do I react to this? How do I react to this situation? I need to purge this judgment. I need to purge this anger, right? I need to purge this sadness. Like it needs to come out. The anger needs to come out. The sadness needs to come out. And then the pieces start to come together, and how we've processed all of this. Yeah. You've got to do it. And we've got to recognize that people are going to do what they're going to do because they need to believe in whatever they have to believe in to make themselves feel safe. And they're going to make some mistakes, some god-awful mistakes. And we just have to really believe we are going to be okay. No matter what, we're going to be okay. Yeah. Because even if my contract is that I get this thing and I die, I'll come down and read with you guys, right?
You're not leaving me.
I'll be like pulling cards for you and stuff. No matter what, the energy is there. It might change. And right now, everything is just like up in the air. No matter what, it's going to be okay. No matter what, I know it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And we know we're going to know people. We're going to lose people we know.
I know, Ona. I know that. I know. I understand in here, in my head. I understand what you're saying. But in here, it's like, no, this is not the time to sit on my ass and pray. This is not the time to light a fucking candle. This is not the it's time to fucking do something. Get off your ass and do something.
Right.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You know, and it's
right.
And I think that for me, when I figure that out, is when I'll be able to let go. Otherwise, I'm just going to stew. I'm going to sit there and swing from extreme to extreme of sad, I'm fucking pissed. I'm sad, I'm fucking pissed. You know what I mean? And
well, we have to learn how to navigate that now, because I don't think this is going to get better. Because from what I saw last night, I'm worried that it's not going to get better. So we need to figure out how we're going to navigate this. How are we going to navigate this?
Ask Spirit, girlfriend, because I'm going to put this one out because my head is
right.
It's not straight today.
So Spirit's going to come in real incrementally. It doesn't come in all at one time, but if we practice this, if we do this, we're going to get signs, and we're going to get signs more and more and more. Okay? We're going to get signs. But trust me on this, because it works. Trust me, it works. All right? So I got Giblets next to me.
Mr. Jibs.
He's
Sorry if I break down in tears, girl. It's been a day. You know, it's been a day.
All right. All right, close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Let's close our eyes. Okay. Feet on the ground. Wherever you're comfortable. Breathe in through your nose.
My nose is not a mess from crying all day, so.
Okay. It's okay if it's boogery.
Yeah, it's really boogery.
Boogery's good. Okay. 4 seconds. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out through your nose. Breathe out. Just keep breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose. Focus on your breath. I'm going to call them in. Okay? Be it a star family, a soul family, spirit, elementals, family, ancestors. We need you now, right now. Touch my shoulder, touch my hands. Hold me. Bring it down. Breathe it in. Breathe in. Breathe in the light. Breathe in white light. Breathe it out. Put your palms up. Tell your crown chakra it's time to open up. Focus on your crown. Focus on the crown of your head. It's time to open up. Open up as much as you want. Open up wide like a big colander, or stay closed. Open it up like a wreath around your head. And tell Spirit it's time to come in. It's time to come in now. Bring that light down now. Put your fingers together when you hold your hands up like this. Put them together like that. Okay. Well, let it go. Let it go. There's nothing but now. This is the now moment. This is all there is now. Let go of the past. That's gone. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Over your head, you see the word now, now moment, now. Bring in the now. Now is light. Now is love. Now is blue. Now is blue light. blue light. Breathe it in. Hold it in your throat. The blue light radiating out. Open your eyes.
I need to go. Hold on.
Take a deep breath. You feeling dizzy? Are you guys feeling a little dizzy? Okay. And they said, write down between now, like in the next couple of days, write down any experience you have. Write down an experience you have with your throat, with crying, with anger, with screaming, with a tickle, with a cough. Write this down, okay? Write it down. We're all going to get some signs in the next couple of days, so, you know, comment on that. People are going to be seeing a blue light. I see squares. Like a Rothko painting.
Okay.
Like blue coming in. Okay. Strength. The strength is going to be here. The strength in the throat.
Oh, you don't want me to go there, girlfriend. I'm going to put some people on blast. You know what I mean? It's like
the control is there. The control is there. The control is there.
What?
The control is in the throat.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. Was that's the bird up there. That was George.
George. George, tell us about George, Ona.
That was George Harrison.
You've been channeling him for...
Because he rolled out the blueprints. He rolls out blueprints, right? He rolls out blueprints for me. And I've been taking these pictures, and I want to put like a chakra set with the flowers that are those colors. And I've been obsessed with finding the right blue color for this George Harrison meditation. And I brought home this delphinium today, and I need you guys to just give me a second.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
My boss gave me this too. Wasn't that nice?
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I guess I'll entertain you guys while Ona find her stuff.
It's right here.
Sorry about being a hot mess, y'all. It's just it's the way shit happens sometimes.
See this? Can you see that?
Let me see. Oh, how pretty. Ona.
They're like, it's like iridescent. I'll take a picture of it. They're like iridescent. I know, like the whole you know, GMO hybrid thing is not cool, but oh my God.
It's so pretty.
It's like a crazy blue. I don't know if I can get a good shot of it, but it's like purple and blue. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that'll be perfect. If I could, I'm trying to splice this together. That's like the perfect color. That whole iridescent, that blue light. Let's, you know, watch. We have to watch. We have to be careful about the words that we say, you know, what we choose to say, our tone and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
I
need to be careful with that. You know, because I need to work on that. Not keeping my mouth shut. It's how I speak out my frustrations or how I voice my anger. You know, I have a lot of learning to do there.
But you know what? It's perfectly okay to have that purge of anger. It's absolutely necessary, I think, sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Have that burst, that volcanic purge of anger, to recognize, hey, wow, oh my God, I didn't think I can get that mad.
Oh, I know I can. You know, it's like
so how is it? And it's got to repeat itself so we can check in on how we're doing. How is our reaction?
Yeah.
So it'll repeat itself like, well, my reaction to that was much better this time. And when the next time comes, you know, you've got a choice to go one way or another, because you know the outcome of one of, being rage, and the outcome of the other attracts more light.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely necessary. I think I might get in trouble for saying that. It's necessary to lose your shit every once.
Oh yeah, fuck it. You know, like that's something, you know. Just because we do what we do, Ona, and just because we sit here and read cards or whatever, I do not in any way, shape, or form consider myself to be some spiritual guru where I walk on water and I am so enlightened that I can preach to the masses. No, fuck that. I'm human.
We're all human,
just like everybody else. I get angry, I get sad, I get happy.
We're all doing it together. We're all doing it together because a good teacher learns from her students. A good teacher hopes her students outlearn her.
Yeah.
You know, so we have to bring in the teachers. We have to bring in the students. We all have to figure this out together.
Yeah.
Because not anyone is going to have all the answers. We have to collaborate with answers.
Yeah.
And we have to be strong about it.
Oh yeah. You know, and I'm just here learning, navigating my way through it too. Now it's like, you know, I know where my issues are, and my issues are tempering how I feel, because it's either on or it's off. There is no in between. I am not like in the middle. I'm either on or off, you know, and I struggle with like all this stuff that I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
The anger, the sadness, the rage, the everything.
Yeah.
And my problem is I can't let it go.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And I can't let it go until I figure out a way to resolve something.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So it's kind of like what I was saying earlier, like, I'm tired of praying.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here at home praying, lighting a candle, praying, cleaning my house. At the end of the day, what does that do?
Yeah.
It makes me feel a little bit better, sure. But is that changing anything outside of me? You know what I mean? And that's what I is with letting go.
It is changing everything outside of you, because as you practice that, as you practice prayer and you practice it, you are manifesting that. You're sending that out there too. So not doing anything, or having these rage and sadness and stuff is doing everything. It's doing everything. You see?
Yeah.
It's not, don't feel like, oh, I'm not doing anything because I'm not out there with my George poster or whatever. By feeling this, you're doing everything.
Yeah.
Because you're changing it. Because you're changing, and your feelings and you're bringing in love and light and all that stuff that is radiating out. You're purging this anger, you're purging the sadness. It's going to come up, but by feeling it, you're doing everything. Practicing neutrality, where you're like,
I can't function like that. I can't.
Right now, it's such a
I'm not wired that way. I'm not, you know.
It's very challenging right now to be neutral, to practice neutrality. How do you, I have to sometimes physically leave the room, right? Like if something came on in TV, or if a customer said something to me that's racist, I have to actually remove my body from that little paradigm. I'm like, I have to just get up and go.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. I can't, because I'll start getting really heated up, and I need to center myself or I'll get in trouble. Right?
Oh yeah.
And it builds up, and I raged on my daughter. Not, a couple of days ago, I got all mad at her and yelled at her, and same kind of thing. It just like sort of purged stuff. And she's like, well, instead of all at one time, couldn't you just given me these little incremental?
No.
It didn't happen that way. Just like, so it's a lot. It's allowed, but by feeling it, you're doing everything. You really are.
You need to get it.
You really are. Don't feel like we're doing.
No, it just feels like inaction, and I don't know if this comes from how I was raised, or if it comes from having served. I don't know what it is, but I'm wired in a way to where it's like, if you see something wrong, don't sit on your ass, fix it. See what I'm saying? So that's where my internal dialogue, where it's like, I'm sitting here praying and praying and praying, God damn it, do something. You know what I mean? And then, and that's something I need to work on, but maybe I should just ask for guidance, be like, yo, what do you want me to do? Exactly. I feel like I need to do something. What should I do?
Exactly.
That's exactly what I should do, because this sitting here, just watching it day in and day out and I haven't watched the news in weeks.
Right.
Because I don't even want to know what the hell is going to be on the TV, and but it's like, when you keep seeing our Black brothers and sisters being mowed down by cops like fucking worse than animals, you have to be pretty shut down as a person to not have some sort of a reaction. You know what I mean? And that's where,
I looked at his face while he was kneeling, and that was all I could see. That was it. I can't watch it. I don't know. If like, well, we got new clip, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't watch, dog animal. I can't imagine. I just remember I told you about the whole, I've been trained to take people down, and I think, why don't the cops just have a net? We used to use a net when people were out of control, and it works, and nobody got hurt.
Nobody gets hurt.
I think it's what's wrong with them?
This goes back to our conversation about this whole Pluto Saturn thing, where I was like, this is gonna freaking hurt. But there's a part of me that's just like, tear it all the fuck down.
Yeah.
Tear it all the fuck down. I can't take it anymore. I can't. It's heavy,
And I think,
on my ass and going, okay, I'm just going to pray and hope everything is better. No. It's like, I don't feel like that's enough. It's not enough. It's like, I should be doing something, anything, and I've blown up Nancy Pelosi's phone. I don't even know how many goddamn times already, it's like, forget her. She's fucking worthless, and it's just like,
yeah,
I just needed to vent. So thank you. Because I've been just a fucking mess today. And it's
breathe in, breathe in.
I do believe in prayer. I do believe in my ancestors. I do believe in all that stuff. I clean my house, I pray, I do all that stuff. But there's a moment for prayer and there's a moment for action. And it's like I've gotten to the point where like I can't sit around and keep praying.
Yeah. And you will be guided. Believe me, you will be guided to do what needs to be done. You definitely will be guided. But don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. So, but it is effective. It really is. It really is. And it's gonna get better.
Oh dear Lord.
I don't know why this is happening at this time, or why that needed to be piled onto an already really, really messed up situation.
You know, it's fucked
up for a reason, and I don't know what the reason is.
Despite all this, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, who's next? Who the hell are we gun down next? You know what I mean? And oh
yeah, exactly. This is fear. This is palpable fear.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, when you're feeling this broken, when you're this broken, this is when spirit is close. They're so unbelievably, palpably close when we are absolutely broken. You will get messages. You will get messages. Things will happen. You'll get the synchronicities and the signs. It'll happen.
It's been all day, Ona, all freaking day. All
Yeah.
day. It's like, I hear you, and I thank you, but God damn it, tell me what to do.
Right.
Or fucking give me a sign. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't.
And sometimes you need to step back and say, okay, if you're not gonna intervene promptly, give me the next 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes of nothing. Nothing. Everything that comes in, you have to, even if you have to raise your hands and physically push it out of your consciousness, like here comes a thought, move it out. I actually do this on clients. I'll pull it out of them, move it out this way or move it out. If you have an interrupting thought, move it out. Excuse me, come back to you later. And keep just peace. Just see the word peace in the dry erase board in your third eye. Just the word peace. Peace. And if it's only 10 seconds the first time, it's only 10 seconds. And then 15 seconds. Just give me, or say it out loud. Say the word peace. Peace. I need peace. Right? Breathe it in.
No, it's everybody, man.
I can't even imagine what this is going to escalate to, but I'm not going to be, I can't be afraid. I can't be.
I'm not afraid, Ona. I'm just fucking pissed.
This is fear. Anger is fear.
Pissed. No, like I want to rip people's heads off.
Yeah, and that scares me. See?
You know what I mean? It's just, I need to sit down and have a little talk.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, thank you for the feather. Thank you for everything. But right now I need something. Because I email, I call, I tweet, and it's just like screaming into the void. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Screaming into the void.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the throat chakra again. We're talking about screaming.
I have no problem with my throat. No problem with my throat chakra. You know?
So this is really interesting. We pulled Ganesh.
Oh, I love Ganesh.
This is so freaking George Harrison. This whole thing is. So Ganesh is the one that removes obstacles. So this is an obstacle, right? This is how do I, get to a place where I'm okay. Where's the okay space? There's no okay scenario here. right? And there's that obstacle. Like, you just got to breathe through it. You got to breathe through it. And wow, he's really testing us.
That's like, okay, I have a huge mountain, a huge obstacle in front of me.
Right, Ganesh.
I get that. I'll move it out of the fucking way. Just show me how. You know what I mean? That's just show me how, and I'll fucking do it. I have no problems rolling up my sleeves. I have no problems getting dirty. I have no problem with nasty work. Just show me how. That's
right.
You know, it's just, I'm just.
But what if the guides are saying you already know how? We're just helping you figure out the steps. The steps are different. They change. They're changing. Right? They give you messages and you figure it out. They give you messages and you figure it out. And it's a little at a time. And you like things that are very concrete. Like when you say, ask your guides, help me figure out, you want to wake up with your notepad next to you and make guide. This is from the guides, right?
Here's your bullet,
little flower.
This is what you have to do.
Flowers, right? They leave you flowers and they say, okay, that's the House of Lenormand. You're going to do this, and this.
I can't see the notebook.
Can you see? Like they're going to point out exactly one to say, they're going to say this, here's your syllabus for today. They don't do it like that. They don't do it like that. Like, you know what? The moon is in, what was the moon in today? I mean, it's mercurial. Okay. Number one, that's why this is happening. The sun is in Gemini, Mercury. The moon is in Virgo, Mercury. These are mercurial feelings. They're extreme, right? They're like, I could just rip your head off and I would never even think twice about it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. So intense. So intense. Really, really intense. I didn't really think about that until now.
It's a good one, Ona. That's why you're my little rock.
And everything's going to be and Lord Ganesh going, come on, man, get out of the way. We have to remember that it's going to be okay. Because 20 minutes ago, you didn't think it was going to be okay. And right now, things are okay.
I've just been on a roller coaster all day, Ona. It's this.
Yeah.
It's just the fucking overwhelming sense of frustration of every single day, the injustices. Every single day. You're sitting on a shit economy.
Mm-hmm.
There's 40 million unemployed. The fucking country's on fire, literally.
Yeah.
You have over 100,000 dead, and nobody is lifting a motherfucking finger. In the meantime, they've got all of us, over a barrel fucking us in the ass while all the money's going to the super rich. And here's $1,200. That should last you 10 months. You know what I mean? It's... Mm-hmm. It's heavy lifting. Like I said, I don't mind. I call, I write, I tweet, I do everything. I do everything I fucking can. And it's like, where is the change? It is frustrating. And that's what's like.
Actually, this is the change. It's happening now. This is the change. And change is painful, right? It was painful when you were 2 months old and your diaper was warm and your mom, and it was cold all of a sudden, it hurt. That was a painful change. This is a painful change. Change hurts, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's going to be, what's going to happen is it has to happen. This isn't, we can't live like this anymore.
No,
there's going to be.
And like I said, Ona, bring it. I can take it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Show me something. Show me something that gives me a little inkling of hope that, okay, this looks like a motherfucker, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
I see that little bit. You know what I mean? Like, that is what makes me want to pull the hair out of my head.
Yeah.
You know, it's
what we're doing collectively. We are all waiting in the emergency room to hear what the outcome is of this tragic operation. And we're all sort of, like Ron, our feelings are so surfaced and so palpable. And we see around us things that we should not be witnessing. Okay? In a movie that's disturbing.
Yeah. I know.
Right?
I know.
I mean, how do you not recoil in the, like, it's like this, really? Oh my God. And the thought of it. Why is it so? Because we need to feel this. We need to feel this. We need to see this. Because if we don't, things will not change. And it has to be painful. It has to be painful. Because it is stretching everyone whose eyes were closed, and we're stretching them open now.
Yeah. Like,
and
in that
movie hurts.
Like, what was that movie that they did on Netflix with Sandra Bullock? The Birdcage, where the guy's like, oh, I feel like that's what we're doing right now. Yeah. And it's like, it's fine. It's fine. But God damn it, show me that through all this pain and everything, show me that there is this fucking pin needle of hope that this is worth it, you know? And I don't
always hope. There's always hope. Hope is the only thing you have to hold on to sometimes. So we don't want to cast that away. We don't want to pull it out. We want to bring that in. There's always hope, because there's hope that, you know, just keep using that word. There's always hope. But this is the most painful part of it. The part where we don't recognize that if we didn't see this, it was never going to change. And now it absolutely has to change.
Yeah.
There's no way around it now. Okay? There's no way around it now.
No.
And that's why it happened. And thank and honor George for being the spirit of this change.
But
he is.
I get that, Ona. I get that.
The tipping point for this change.
I get that. I get that. I so get that. I so get it. I so get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But then I'm watching these motherfuckers at the coroner's office. There may have been a potential, you know, intoxicant. It's like, don't you dare sweep this shit under the another goddamn fucking murder for you to
using their words
wrong and let that son of a bitch off the hook. Hang him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about, Ona. It's like, I will deal with the pain, but give me a fucking glimmer of hope that it's for something. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what the glimmer of hope is. This officer, whether he is charged, not charged, free, imprisoned, killed in prison, kills himself, will always live with this unbelievable implant, this karmic fucking debt. Oh my God, I said F on your channel. I'm so sorry.
I don't care. I drop F-bombs when I
karmic debt. He has ruined him and everybody else. Let him go. Really? Where's he gonna go? Really? This guy's gonna be okay? He's never gonna be okay. You know, this lifetime, the next lifetime, and the next 700 lifetimes after what happened. He is not. He created a karmic debt that really you should stay away from. Honestly. But George is a hero. Believe it or not,
how many hero, but that's my thing that I struggle with so much, Ona. It's like,
he's a hero.
hey, George was a hero.
Yeah.
Fuck, just last week it was, what was that gentleman's name? I can't pronounce it. The guy whose name starts with an A that was gunned down by the Nazis. The
Yes,
hillbilly redneck that decided to go Elmer
that creepy
on a hunting spree. And then the day after that, you had the EMT black woman in her house gunned down by the cops. And now today we have George. Who's it going to be next time? Yeah. And then the time after that, we've been going through this bullshit for decades, fucking decades. And always, oh, he's a saint, you know, he was the soul that sacrificed, and nothing changes. That is the root of my frustration. We've been seeing this in the fucking 60s with goddamn MLK, you know, and it's
I can't see that this is not going to change. I can't, and I'll pull cards on it because I cannot see.
I'm not in a good headspace.
Is not going to change everything. This changed everything, or maybe it's the paradigm that I'm living in this whole. How can something so palpably disturbing? I mean, it's undeniable. It's undeniable.
Thank you, Jace. Aubrey and Breonna Taylor. Thank you, Jace. That was just last week. Who's it going to be next week? Because we're on Friday now. So we've scaled back from school shootings and mass murders. But now we're going to go hunt black people. Because we got to get our freaking balls off somehow. You know what I mean? It's fucking infuriating to me. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Stop and breathe.
I'm sorry.
It's going to change everything. No, it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. 6 of Wands. Look at it. As soon as the first card I pulled out, 6 of Wands, recognition, victory. This is going to change everything. Everything is changing. I almost, you feel like something you can like predict or go into. I feel like I can't even tell you what's going to happen tomorrow because everything is changing so much. And look at the illusion is upside down. So this is the 7 of Cups. This is choose wisely. This is the card that you see that, like for addictions, it's the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
Sins, right? Upside down. Upside down. Okay.
What does that mean?
So that means that karma has been turned around. That has been changed. That what was an illusion in the past, this is a smoke screen. It's over. It's over.
You know what I say?
The smoke screen.
A fucking swastika on that motherfucker's head and throw him to the wolves. That's what I say. And then do it fucking slow. Do it slow. Because he wasn't the first one. He wasn't the first one he killed. He wasn't the first.
Trust me. He's going to have, and sometimes I think, honestly, like some of the rhetoric and some of the inflation is just to get us angry, just to push our buttons, to say things on Twitter like that. Oh, you're pushing my buttons now, buddy. Don't let them. Don't let them. Absolutely not. King of Wands. So,
yeah, ready to stage and clean my house tomorrow. I'm gonna be a mess. It's like,
through all of this, honestly, there is a happy ending through this power struggle, through this, fiery king. It's the King of Wands, and this is a power struggle. This is when you're holding on to all that's all going to change. It's all going to change. The cup's going to be full. We can't focus on tomorrow stuff. It's got to be the right now, because between now and tomorrow, everything's going to change again. Everything's going to change. So we got to deal with it now. Keep breathing. Got to keep breathing. Okay. Yeah. This is
I don't know. I just
to keep it together right now. This is very, very 9/11 energy. That very
actually, you know what? During 9/11, I held it together a hell of a lot more than this.
Did you? What did you do?
I had left California and driven from California back home to Miami, Florida. I was on leave. I had been at home for 2 days before 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Watched it on the news, didn't know what the hell was going on. I remember everything got shut down, and I sat down and waited for a call from my command, because I knew they were going to call me back. They called me that evening to take muster to make sure that I was okay.
Mm-hmm.
They told me to stand by while they figured it out, because everything was on lockdown. The base where I was stationed at was on lockdown. And then, like, I think it was on the third day that they called me and said, report back to duty. And I had to drive all the way back from Miami, Florida, all the way back to California. I got pulled over in Texas. Well, first I got pulled over in Louisiana because I was hauling ass trying to get back. And the cop was nice. He let me go because I flashed my military ID. He let me go. I got pulled over in Texas again. That cop let me go, but it was on the I-10, and he what do you call it? Like, escorted me as far as he could with the sirens on. The speed limit was 70 something, and I was doing about 90 on the I-10. And I made it back home. When I made it back home, I was just like, I understood the gravity of what had happened. And it was like, okay, this is what I was trained for. This is what I'm ready for. Yeah. This is on a whole different level, Ona. We're watching this shit every fucking week. Every fucking week, 2-3 times a week. The only reason we're not hearing about schools being gunned the fuck down is because we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, it's not 9/11 energy. For me, it was like my head was on the mission. This is like, how do you tackle something that happens every single day of the week? How do you do that? 9/11 was one incident. I get it. It was mass casualties.
Yeah.
But huh?
Because I see a lot of injustice. How do you how do you make peace with that, right? I remember when I was in nursing school, I had to go down to the South Side for my pediatric rotation at La Rabida Hospital. Mm-hmm. And a lot of those kids were from really bad neighborhoods. And there was problems with ambulances wanting to go in those neighborhoods. And some of these kids had long-term damage from not being able to get assistance right away.
Yeah.
Long-term lung damage, asthma, they've had trachs, and it's a long-term hospital, like a long-term rehab, because they sort of got dumped on the wayside. And I would carry them on my hip. Like, how do you leave these kids alone? How do you not go there? How is this okay? Right?
Yeah.
And after that rotation, I promised myself I could never go into pediatric nursing because I could never be okay with kids being sick.
No.
And then finally, I came to in hospice, taking care of hospice patients, was that people have a contract and they have a sole purpose. And sometimes their sole purpose doesn't happen when they're alive and they're living and they're doing their their cards or their healing and stuff like that. Sometimes their sole purpose is posthumous after they die. And I think the sole purpose of these people and the sole purpose of the people recording it and exposing it and are not afraid to, or are not ashamed, is part of it's the sole purpose of this person that crossed over, that got shot. I can't be angry about one more thing. I can't. I have to believe that this is the contract that the soul came in and signed. And we have to learn from it. We have to learn from the person's life, how they died, but not the circumstances of it.
Yeah.
You know, I think this guy's a hero. I think this is going to change everything. I've never seen anything like what I watched on just MSNBC last night when the stuff was on fire. I was living in San Francisco during the Rodney King riots.
Yeah.
And I was working at CSF, and people were laying in the bay, the emergency bay. They were like laying down so ambulances couldn't come in. And you're like, what the hell, man? Like, people need to come in the hospital, and smashing stuff. And it was so eerie. And I thought, we're just trying to help people here.
Yeah.
You know, but this, what you're feeling here, this sort of mercurial ups and downs, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And how are we going to keep it? How do you keep it together?
That's what I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
I really am.
We all are.
You know, because it just, like I said, Ona, I'll take the freaking beating, you know, I'll take it. But at the same time, it's like, God damn it, show me that it's for something.
Yeah.
Show me it's for something, not some bullshit that's going to get swept under the rug. You know, and the only reason anybody's doing anything is because people started rioting. You know, and I always hear, you know, well, why would you do that to your own neighborhood? Why would you do that to your own neighborhood? So I posted on my community page part of the speech from Martin Luther King that he gave. Well, he gave that speech a lot, The Other America. And that was one of his speeches that he was giving all over the US from 1967 to 1968. And that speech was one that he put that was spoken at Stanford University. And to paraphrase it, he was basically saying riots are the voices of the unheard.
Yeah.
So it took a goddamn riot. It took a goddamn riot to arrest that son of a bitch. You know what I mean? And it's like, you keep pushing the marginalized, the Black and brown people, all of this stuff, and they're going to go nuts because every person has a breaking point, and I don't want to see it get there. But at the same time, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? You have lawmakers in Washington talking about, we need to reform the police. We need to reform the police. And nobody lifts a fucking finger.
Right.
You know, it's just, that's what I'm saying. It feels like a wheel.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like a wheel, and we just go through this. We're going to go through this today. Next week, it's going to be something else. And then we're going to go through it again. And the next week, it's going to be, you know, and
yeah,
like you said, it's that, up and down of you know,
you let it out, you let the anger out, you cry, you do that, all this stuff, you cry constantly if you have to, and then believe me, and you tell your guide, you're like, you guys gotta help me out here because this is ridiculous. You will get a sign. You will get a sign. That energy is there. It's so, for some reason, it seems like it's stronger when you're really, really at the breaking point. Like, it's so much stronger. You're like, I need you guys right now. They're all there. All our guides are here encouraging us, telling us we're doing a good job. We're, you know, like hanging there. All those little things are constant. They have to constantly be coming in. And what do you do on a small scale? You don't, like if I have a customer that has said some racial things, and believe it or not, I have. I'm like, you've mistaken me for somebody else. I don't know why you would say something like that to me.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
You know, here we are in the 21st fucking century, and you got these inbred hillbilly motherfucking backwoods sons of bitches dropping the N-word.
Oh,
like it's just another term.
Yeah.
No fucking idea.
Yeah. I believe me. I've had just recently somebody said that to me, and I said that to them. I said, I don't know what made you think that I'm somebody that you could say that word in front of, but I'm not. You know, and then when I put his plant in the bag, I broke it. So
oh, good. I would have pissed on it too. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. I said, I'll put it in the bag for you, and I broke it. And I thought, really? That was mean. That was mean and catty. But I thought, I can't believe that somebody that you could just cavalierly say that something.
Just drop it like nothing. Oh yeah, that's all over the South. That's all over Florida, honey. Why do you think I left that place and never went back? I left there in 1998 when I went into the Navy. I have never gone back. I have no interest.
Yeah, I never
in the kind of shit that's doing down there.
Yeah, I never had a good experience down there. So I was not happy. I was not happy there. I'm sure parts of it are really, really nice, but no.
Yeah, no.
So Jib looked this up too.
Oh, the little Jibs. Hi, Jib. I just want to hug you, Bubba.
His birthday's coming up.
Oh, when's his birthday?
June 21st, the first day of summer. And I got him a little snacking jar. I told you, planted some little plugs of romaine so he can snack on that. He found it already.
He found it? He got into it?
Yeah, he found it. Well, yeah. So we'll see what's left over for his birthday. But you're feeling better, right?
It's big. I do. I just know that for the next few days, I'm just going to be.
Yeah.
It's too much, man. It's.
So what can you do to feel better right away? You know, I had that bag. I told you I had a bag with a glass in it to smash in the garage if we really get angry. This doesn't seem like that would help. It seems like there has to be more of an expansion, more.
I went driving around in my car today, and I was just screaming my head off. You know?
Excellent.
We have a punching bag in the garage. I need to go take out some anger on that. You know, it just comes in waves, Ona. It comes in waves. I think I'm okay. You know, I was cleaning my house today, trying to do mindless stuff to get my mind off of it. And then it, you know, like when you get busy doing little mindless tasks like cleaning, you know?
Yep.
And they would just randomly pop in.
Yeah.
And then they would stick there and then they'd go away. And they'd come in and stick there and then go away. You know, it's just it's just made me really sit down and think about everything, not just in this. It's like looking at this particular instance and then stepping back and looking at the big picture.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, you have people on the news talking about looting because of what's going on in Minnesota right now. We've been looting for the past 20-something, 30-something, 40-something years elsewhere. The only reason it wasn't a problem is because it wasn't on our front door.
Yeah.
We've been looting all over the Middle East. We've been looting all over South America. We've been looting all over the planet.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been in our front yard. So nobody's paid any mind. You know, and so it's things like that. It's like I look at this and then I step back and I look at how this fits into the bigger picture. That's the bigger picture. That's the bigger picture. And that's what, and then it's a whole nother roller coaster. You know, it's like, God damn it. Humans have been on this planet how many fucking centuries and we still can't get this shit right? Like, it's not that hard. Plain and simple. Don't be a fucking asshole. How about that? Don't be a fucking asshole. It's not that hard.
People are gonna be assholes. And you know, this is very, very, very much what the grieving process is in the beginning stages. When you feel like you have to just keep busy, just, you know, direct your attention to something small, a task at hand. That absolutely helps. It absolutely works, and it'll stretch out after time. This is a grief response. Absolutely.
Is that really?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like the only way I could stop thinking about this is if I do something completely mindless, like wash the car or something, you know, after something so horribly tragic happens. This is that stage of grief, and it's okay to feel it. Stop looking at the big picture. Don't try and analyze it from the big picture and the big. Right now, just grieve. Just cry, grieve for him, grieve for what's happening to our country. I told you what happened at the Garden Center on Memorial Day. The Louis Armstrong version of America the Beautiful came on. And I just was like, I'm like, I have to go to my car. And I pull off my mask and I sat in my car and I just bawling. Like, this is America the Beautiful?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
You're freaking kidding me.
Yeah.
This is nuts. This isn't even close.
This is a fucking
Collected my shit, got my shit back together, put my mask on, and then a customer came in who was buying stuff for her grandfather's cemetery for their plot. And they were standing right there.
Just watching like, what's wrong with that lady?
And I thought, and I told her, I said, remember, I said, you just heard that song, America the Beautiful, where you guys were shopping. She said, yeah. And I said, and I had to run to my car to cry. That song was for you guys. That song were these men, these people that you bought these flowers for are here. And they started like crying. The mom did. The girl was like, the girl was weird. And she was like, thank you. So at that moment when I was so overwhelmed and had to run out of the greenhouse and sit in my car and cry, those angels stood right behind these two women. 5 minutes later, 4 minutes later, I thought, wow. When I was so sad, when I was so despondent about hearing this song and looking around and thinking, there is nothing beautiful about what's happening right now. Yeah. Nothing. These angels came in, and I thought, oh, thank God, because I thought I'm going to lose it, right? I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be sensitive to this anymore. I don't want to be sad about it anymore. I don't want to cry about it anymore. I don't want to pray about it anymore, right? I don't want to believe that this is happening. And boom, they're there. Krampus.
I need to do that. And another thing that adds to my anger is how a lot of this that we see around us happening in our communities, happening within our neighborhoods, on the political spectrum, it's all being normalized. And I was like, I reject that reality, period. I refuse to live in that sort of society. I don't
No.
want that for me or anybody.
Nothing normal. This is not old normal, didn't work. This is not the new normal. This is transition chaos.
Yeah.
There's nothing normal about this. We know, we've been hearing this a lot. The old normal didn't work, so we're going to do the new normal. Well, it doesn't just flip.
No.
This is the chaos between the old and the new, because this isn't working.
No.
This isn't the new normal. This isn't our new normal. This is the chaos between. This is that shift in the Taurus when it hits and the energies meet. One goes up and one goes down. This is where we are. We're generating, purging out the garbage to bring in the new stuff.
Trash out.
This isn't normal. No. This is not normal. This isn't the new normal. This ain't the new earth.
No.
I could smell that.
No.
I know that for sure. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Because an hour ago, you didn't think that, what time is it, 6:24 was going to be okay. You thought, what's the next hour? And now, you know what? Now it's okay. And the next hour is going to be okay. Because we've got to keep it together.
Yeah.
We've got to keep it together. Recognize your frustrations, your emotions, purge them, ask for the signs, and they're coming. This is going to be a big weekend for signs.
Well, I've been getting them all day. I think I sent you pictures. Did I text you pictures?
I don't know.
Been all day.
Everybody.
You know,
like, wow, because when grief is so surface, it's so in your face. Our guides are there. And you know, when people really feel desperate, that's when they come to readers and they want to learn about their spirituality opens.
Yeah.
When they're desperate. They don't fall into that linear pattern of thinking anymore. These feelings, this desperation, this pain and sadness opens you up spiritually, believe it or not. It will. It really will. It's awful, isn't it?
It's
painful. It's painful, but it's going to be okay. This is going to open up a whole new world. I have to believe that.
Yeah.
I have to believe that. You know?
It's true.
I have to, because I can't believe that this is an okay world to live in. That my daughter's going to be okay. She's not going to be okay.
No.
Right? And I am grooming her to be okay. So we're going to work on it. This is just our grieving process in the purging of the, oh my God, what do I do now? I am completely lost. I'm completely lost. It's normal. We get to the stages where action is taken, action is needed.
That's where my frustration is. It's because I don't know what action to take.
Right.
And everything I can. I promise you, I've done everything. Email, phone call, Twitter, everything, Ona, everything.
Right. And that is an action. That is taking an action. Actually, and cleaning your glasses and going for a walk is taking an action, because you are trying to move through that energy. So doing the dishes, washing the floor is taking an action. It's helping you move through it, because when you're doing those things, that's a lot of times that's when you get messages from spirit. It isn't when it's planned and choreographed. Like I've been trying to choreograph a George Harrison meditation. It isn't always choreographed. It just freaking happens. But like when your mind goes quiet in those moments when you're scrubbing your floor and you're doing something that's
my thing. It's like, okay, people, I'm calling you in, my team, whatever, you know, give me the list, put it on bullet points. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wanted. Like, give me a PowerPoint presentation. I can execute it. Just tell me what to do. You know, and I got to learn to let go of that. And that's where I struggle. I struggle because for me, if I do not take action, I will let go. But we've already talked about that. So I'm just gonna
So this is
gotta be like, no.
a lesson in how do you allow things to happen organically, right? How do you slow down? They say slow down. You just slow down. You slow down into your breath. You slow down into your awareness into your body. You just slow down. And that's when messages come in. And it's hard when the sun is in Gemini, the moon is in Virgo, you know, Pluto's T-square in Chiron, you know, pigs are flying through the sky. And, you know, I mean, like, I don't know about all that stuff, but I do watch that and I do write that down every morning. So I got some idea why people are mercurial, or why I just want to cry all day, or why I keep dropping things. Or I do watch those, the sun and moon and just a couple of things. So it's absolutely normal what you felt today. And today is a day to feel that stuff. Tomorrow might be the day of action. Right? Sunday might be the day you step back right now. Action.
Yeah, Jack, whoever's out there,
calm down.
Give me a PowerPoint presentation. Give me a bullet point list. Show me the roadmap. I'll get that shit done. Just point the way.
Yeah.
And watch. Oh no, watch. I'm gonna text you tomorrow. I got the most genius idea. I had a dream of a PowerPoint presentation.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, Lord.
And it's hope and it's patience. Oh, it's so hard. Patience is so hard.
No, I like everything.
Patience is
to be line and direct. Like,
I've been pulling that patience a lot. And I think it's
a lot of what?
Patience, temperance, patience. Because I want it too. I'm like, I wish I could just deliver something and make everybody feel great. And then go back to it and you could feel great every time you watch it.
No. I was having this.
You gotta go through the junk.
I was having this conversation with Johnny and Jenny the other night after our last live stream Sunday night. And I was telling them, I was like, if I was any superhero, I would want to be Venom right now because I'd eat all these motherfuckers. I would eat them all. I wouldn't even cry. I'm like, the world's problems are fixed. I ate them all. And the good thing is no matter how toxic and evil they are, Venom can handle it because he eats bad people all the time.
Oh, that's really interesting. Venom.
He was like they just made a movie about it. He's that one. Well, I think he was a villain. I think in the Marvel comics, he was a villain. He was like this gooey thing, but it goes inside your body and it transforms you into like this monster thing. But the latest movie, we bought it. Well, I bought it at Target when it was on sale for like $6. It's funny. And it's like watching stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, I wish I had those superpowers, man. I'd eat Trump and McConnell, a bar. I'd be like, I'd go to the White House and have a buffet, Ona. Like, seriously.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I would
writing it down too.
Like, okay, first I wanted to be Mystique a long time ago because I was like, how cool would it be to just be able to change into whoever you wanted? I would fix all the world problems. Like today I would be this person, then I'd fly across the country and be that person, then fix these international affairs and da-da-da-da. And now today I'm just like, fuck it. I just want to eat everybody. I'll eat everybody. I will go to the White House and have a buffet. Seriously. Like,
okay. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
A sequoia.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. That's interesting. That's interesting.
I like them. Sequoias and redwoods are like my favorites because they're like thousands of years old, not a piddly 100, 200, no, thousands of years old, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I got a song for you.
oh. Hi, Chrissy from Footprint Tarot.
Hi.
I would like to respectfully disagree with your statement, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I would eat them and have no problem digesting them.
I wouldn't want to get that close. I would probably reach out with my butterfly net and
Either butterfly net
roast
you're
flame or something.
I'd rip them limb to limb. You're too nice.
And no, he's just a really sad person to me. There's Trump. He's just really sad.
I feel no pity for him. I feel nothing.
Oh, I do.
Nothing. If he was to walk out next week at his golf resort and somebody ran him over with one of those golf carts and killed him,
yeah,
I wouldn't cry. I would party. I would fucking party. And then when it came on the news, I would record it so I can watch it every day on replay. Like,
I think
he'll shed a tear.
His reign is over. I don't think we even have to worry. I mean, he's just stumbling. It's just the end of the rope. There isn't even anything there.
Just already.
Yeah, it's already over. Yeah, he's the root of all memes. That's what road trips say. You're absolutely right. He's the root of all memes. My gosh, what were we just talking about? I can't remember.
You said you had a song.
Belly.
Belly.
Feed the trees.
Belly, feed the trees.
Yes. That's what it's. The name of the band is Belly, and the song is Feed the Trees.
Feed the trees.
You'll listen to it and you'll know.
Okay. I'll listen to it later because if I play it now, it will probably kick us off the internet for copyright. Yeah,
true. And it might be from a message from your guide.
Okay. From Yaya?
Yeah.
His name is not Yaya. I just can't pronounce it.
Feed the tree.
He's my parole officer. I've been calling him my parole officer or my, what do you call him? Drill sergeant.
I have one, my guide Harold. He's the Hierophant. And sometimes honestly, I get a lot of messages, a lot of stuff coming in. I will pull cards to say like what's coming in today, and I will try and figure that out. And my Hierophant is Harold, and he is the one that helps me with my throat chakra. He has been coming about just to be more careful about my words, choosing my words and my tone, and not escalating situations, which I can easily do, and learning how to balance and de-escalate, because there's a lot of de-escalating going on lately. I have been on the other end of that also, so I have had to really tone it down quite a bit. Some lady said I was mean. She said I was mean, and she was going to call the owner, and
I'd have to go,
here's this number. Call them. Go ahead.
I swear to God, I'm not a confrontational person, but like when shit gets under my skin, it's like I can't just be there and like, okay, no. It's just not.
And it's hard. It's hard because sometimes people will say, well, she's really mean, or she's such a bitch. And I'm like, I'm just trying to be, trying to stay on top of things here.
Yeah.
And it's a hard road because you are perceived as somebody who's mean or nasty or whatever. So I'll tell you my tagline. I told you my tagline for people who don't wear a mask is I tell them, you need to wear a mask around here because God's not ready to see your angel face and you need to hide it from him. Immediately turns people from going to kind of chuckling and saying, all right, and then I've been able to not get in any fights with anybody over the last couple of days by just saying, God's not ready to see your beautiful angel face.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But see, that's you're making it funny. You're making it funny. You're making it witty. You know what I'm saying? It's where I'd be like, asshole, put your fucking face mask on. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'd probably get fired, you know, but
I did that in the beginning, the first couple of days. I'm like, you need to wear a mask. And if they gave me a hard time, I'm like, oh, you need to listen, I'll kick you right out of my greenhouse, and I'll just like power control. Oh. And then I had the gypsy ladies, they were like, you're gonna, and they did this with their hands and dirt. Oh, they're like,
oh my gosh, Ona, did I send you the video of the gypsy women in
the chicken water?
The gypsy women in Romania. Oh my God. Everybody in the audience or anybody that's tuned in right now. There is this group of gypsies that are witches in Romania. It's freaking hilarious. It's so hilarious. Did I send you the one where they put a curse on Trump and the
parliament?
The people in parliament and then everybody got sick.
Yes.
Oh my God, that show is hilarious.
I think it was like was it one of those gypsy wedding spin-off shows?
It was the gypsy wedding, and the mom paid like almost $700,000 on a wedding, and it was an arranged marriage. But she knew it was supposed to be meant to be because she's a witch. And those people who were married were like 2 months before they were filing for divorce because they didn't like each other. That show is hilarious.
You got it makes you laugh, cry. She takes the head of a dead chicken, graveyard her from 9 different graves, and she does.
Remember, the grandma got arrested because she threatened to curse a politician, so she got arrested.
They're in front of the parliament. Mind you, they're splashing this dead chicken graveyard water on and themselves. It's like dripping. They're like, it's splashing all over them at the same time. I'm like, they're cursing themselves. You have to wave it like in front of you.
Yes.
And they're going like this, the thing, and it's splashing down. I'm like, that unbelievable. And they show you the jar, and I'm like, can this be real? And they explained how the people in the parliament had become ill and gotten sick. I think the gypsy ladies got sick because they were splashed themselves with all that graveyard water.
Oh man,
they shouldn't be passing those recipes around either.
It was, Ona, I laughed so hard, so freaking hard at that whole thing. Let me see. Somebody was asking for the, what show. I'm trying to find it in my, because I have it saved to a playlist because every time, you know what? I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to watch these witches. They just crack me up. I laugh so hard at the shenanigans of these ladies. Okay, you guys, I'm going to try to find the link and I'm going to try to put it
exactly what you need to do today was laugh
in the comment section because they are freaking hilarious. Okay, casting curses and love spells with the most powerful witches in Romania. Okay, so that's one that I'm going to be linking. Let me see, what's the other one? Because they had several episodes. They had a couple of episodes on Vice. And
I used to watch Vice. I had HBO. I used to, God, that was a while ago. I really liked it. And then it got kind of like,
Yeah, we cut our cable. So we haven't had Vice in a while. Hold on. I'm going to put it here in the comments section, you guys, for the witches. Okay. There's one, if it'll go through, and let me find the other one. Which is casting spells on politicians. Okay, hold on. And now I wonder, Ona, do you remember which one they had the arranged marriage?
I thought they were all, I remember watching my big fat gypsy wedding when I was laying in bed all day long for long periods of time. And I thought they were all arranged.
I thought so too, but in these episodes,
or am I getting them confused with the Amish? But I don't think so. Because I think the Amish people go crazy in New York for a while too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. So I think I'm gonna watch that tonight and get some freaking laughs because I need it. It's just
we need laughs, exactly. I need to just to stimulate that vagus nerve, just to get that throat chakra. You can laugh, you can gargle. Gargling helps that stimulate the vagus nerve too, and it really lights up. That helps control. It controls like all the chakras. Laughing, singing, gargling, doing the binaural beats, the throat chakra binaural.
Or just beating the shit out of my punching bag. That feels really good. That feels really good. You know?
I know. I might sing on the balcony, or I don't know. I don't know what I just something, right? To just kind of let it go. But that's good. That's good. Yeah, definitely laughing about the gypsy ladies.
Oh.
But watch them carefully when you do. If you're looking at like body language stuff.
I'm gonna make a voodoo doll of Trump. Actually, I saw one on Amazon, Ona, and I was this close. I was this close to buy it. I'm like, that's really good stress relief. And it's not called a voodoo doll, it's called a stress relief doll.
Oh, but it's an intention doll, which is the same thing. That's not good.
I'm gonna buy one and kill it.
No, I'm actually learning with Le Prophétie, with Madame Lenormand's book. I did a couple more, like maybe 4 more pages. Is that she and I totally am on her with this. That you can transform negative into positive energy much easier than always worrying about negative stuff. That being someone who is a harbinger of a positive message or of truths gets you a lot more messages and stuff than somebody who's negative.
Yeah.
If we're doing recipes for intention dolls, that's not going to be as good for our soul as, you know what, send him the materials to make his own intention doll. You know what, like there's no way that he can't fall down after this. This is over. Why invite so much pain into your heart?
Ona, I love you and I appreciate you. But I'm going to get a fucking voodoo doll. I'm going to stab the shit out of it. It's going to make me feel so much better.
I would be
Ona's like the good little angel on my shoulder that's like, do the good thing, Becca. Don't screw stuff up. There's always, and I'm like, oh, fuck it. You know, like right now.
Because, you know, it's more painful when it actually happens. And then you feel like, oh, I wish I hadn't felt those bad intent. Because believe me, it's so close. We're so close.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, his thing is over. But he's just the instigator. I think everybody recognizes that now. Once he's gone, there's plenty of work to do.
Yep.
Plenty of work.
Well, so
it's almost 8 o'clock.
We've been on for an hour and 40. But the reason, you guys, that Ona and I were chatting in StreamYard was because her Skype was like, it was messed up. Like we were having issues. So I I had just ordered this. Okay, Ona, it came intact, but the bottom piece is missing.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know, because it's like old. So these are really hard to find. And Ona and I are going to be working on trying to somehow get these printed, simply because they don't make these anymore at all. I didn't see them at the store in London where I was at. I could not find any stores in France when I was there. So Ona and I want to work on perhaps trying to get these copied, but we're just trying to figure out how to do it, because Ona, I looked, I counted, I went through and took inventory today. All 54 cards are here.
Good.
Okay. And I don't think we would have a problem with copyright, because like I said, these are obsolete. Like, they don't make these anymore. My question is, because this is who used to make it, BP Romanian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know if those people exist anymore.
Romanian do. They have some really cool cards, and but it shouldn't be, if it's like for personal use, it would be okay. If it was for reproduction for mass distribution, then no, because it's simply printing the images on just the whatever size.
Yeah, because these are fairly large. So I counted, I went through, and we do have the full inventory, all 54. So how do you want me to do this? Do you want me to scan each individual one and send it to you via email for printing? Because that's the front, this is the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which I can do that, but that's going to be quite a few emails.
That's okay.
Because these are quite large.
That's a lot of work.
Then I have this book that came with it. And this book is 173 pages. So front and back, this tiny little book. This is the instruction book.
And it's in a couple different languages?
No, this one's only in English. So, because what Ona and I wanted to do, Ona, the floor is yours, sweetheart.
Yeah. Want to do like a Lenormand study group with this deck. So I thought if we can get like 5 decks printed and have, do a study group on this particular deck, because it has constellations.
Yes.
It has people.
So this would be like your main theme here.
Yeah.
Of what you're reading. Up here is a constellation. Here is the playing card insert. Here is this letter. Sometimes, let me find one that has, like this one here. The letter here, you see those little dots underneath?
Mm-hmm.
That's geometria.
Okay.
So that plays in as well. And then you have these 3 images on the bottom. So this one means something, this one means something, this one means something. So you're reading everything together.
So those are elements. We've got there's earth, probably well, no, maybe not.
And the thing how it works is like when you do a spread, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. When you do a spread, you look at the overall theme from what I understand. You read the overall theme, but then these little corners talk to each other. So like,
yeah, I was going to say directionality is something that is going to come into these cards for sure.
Yeah.
There's going to be directionality in there because they're all pointing to something.
Yeah. So I don't even know how we want to tackle this.
Well, if you want to do the emails, we could do that. And then
you're just going to get a bunch of emails from me with images. My question is, how do we do this?
And that might be what we can do for the study group for that week.
Because I would have to either scan all of this or hand type it all out. because like this is the only print that I could find, and I am terrified.
Right. No.
You know, like, if I lose this,
you have to like keep it locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even showed my husband, and he was like, "Oh, you better not use those." I'm like, "Yeah, we're working on getting these reprinted because I can't find them." You know, so these are not leaving my site. So the plan is to get these copied and then put these in like my safe or something to where they're not going anywhere. But I mean, how do you want to do this, honey? Because it's I can scan it and send you a bunch of emails. But then I would have to, I don't know if I would type this. I mean, because there's portions of this little book here.
It's detail of it says
there's spreads and stuff. I don't know how I would see.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all different spreads.
Uh-huh. I mean, there's north, south, east, west. I mean, look, this one looks like it uses 40 something cards, and this one 48. I can count up to 48. That's a lot of freaking cards. You know?
So the part of the book is like all of them, they have different spreads, and those are things that after they give you an explanation of the cards. I think if it was a study group, we would do maybe one spread, or at least we'd be able to explain the cards first. The whole book isn't explanations of the cards. The book is explanation plus a bunch of spreads.
Well, it has pretty good in-depth of explanations of the cards because they're breaking down so much. They have to break down the playing card insert, the constellation, the letter, the main theme.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I'm saying? So it's
that's how my Italia deck is. Or Tia. It has to be everything. Every card is. It's hard to see, but all of that stuff, everything is broken down into every tiny little
minute detail
to that. But I think the parts that are just the explanation of the card. Look, it's 54 cards, right? So if we did a card, it would be about a year long. A year-long study if it was a card a week. Where if we each studied a card and then learned the meaning of it.
Or maybe like, I'm getting mental here because I like to study, but like 10 cards a week.
10 cards a week.
So you could do.
But that's a lot of work to copy everything.
I know, that's where I'm struggling with because I do want to let these things out of my sight. So we need to work on getting that. But you know, did you want to open the study group up to, like, how would we do that? Would we just do a live stream once a week, or you know,
it might be. We probably would have to do something like a Zoom meeting. Yeah, I know when I do the Zoom meetings for like the Red Cross and stuff, we need to have somebody who sort of knows how to turn on and off mics, because if everybody's mic is on, then there's just a lot of noise. But we need a tutorial on how to do Zoom meetings and do like 10 cards 10 cards in a week.
Yeah.
There's got to be, this is just the beginning stages. There's got to be a way to teach this in an online way,
on an online platform.
With,
I don't even know if we would be teaching. I think we would all be studying together because you and I have no idea what the hell we're doing with this thing.
Yeah, it's not a novice deck. That's a complicated deck.
But you know what, though? Also, They do have courses at the World Divination Association.
Ooh.
They do, but they're multi-tiered courses, and I think every course is 70 something euros. So how many courses are you going to have to take before you figure this thing out? You know what I mean?
Oh.
So would you be willing for us to tackle it by ourselves first and see if we hit a wall there?
Yeah.
And then if need be, like, you know, I'll bite the bullet and take the course, you know.
And there's actually a lot of good suggestions. Look at Martha said you can scan them and open a file on Google Drive, and you could share the file, and then we could actually print them out. Right? We could print it out and then laminate it later or whatever, but
that's a lot of ink, girlfriend. That's going to be, because I mean, look at how detailed these are. You're going to blow through printer ink like a mofo. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. I would send it to the company that actually does that will do the cards. Yeah. And that's not expensive.
Okay.
No. I would have a company print it out.
Okay.
Print out the cards. I'd send them the file. They print out the actual deck. You could put anything on the front. You could put like, wait a minute.
What?
Doesn't Tallulah do this for Johnny? Does Tallulah do the shirts and printing?
Yes,
I'd
have to talk to Johnny to see because I don't know how any of this stuff works.
She doesn't. I think is one of the things where you can send in the file, the images, and they'll make playing cards for you.
Okay. Thank you, Debbie Ann. Yes, Ian, I do have the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. That's the one I normally use, but it's the deck that Mademoiselle created and she used. So now we're just trying to get Ona one.
Oh, don't worry.
That's what we're trying to print it, so you can get one too.
Yeah.
So we can study together.
They're really interesting cards.
Yeah, they're quite like this one down here. I haven't looked in the book, but I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up. You see that little guy's face? He looks like a leper.
This is a physiognomy. That's Lazarus. He is the
leper, right?
Yes.
Lazarus?
Babalu. Same as Babalu. He is the one who he actually is the saint that cured it, but also had it.
Yeah, and he always had the two little dogs with him, right?
Yeah. Lazarus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So AQ is in for the group. T-Barb sent me an email. There was one deck left. Let me see, T-Barb. I haven't gotten your email, honey, T-Barb. Because I purchased this deck on Etsy and it cost me like $70 because it was the only one that I can find. And I didn't see any in Europe when I was there. Pricey, but I was like, damn it, I'm in.
I spent $100 on a deck.
That's nuts. That's
yeah, it's a local artist. I never ever use it. I never use it. No, it's a local artist who I like, and he did this tarot deck, and he did it during a time when they were, he and his wife were struggling through fertility treatments, and it is the darkest deck. I mean, it's just the imagery, because it was such a painful time for them. But he's a really, really cool artist. And I thought, I support that if I can.
Yeah.
And I had that opportunity at that time to support a local artist and spend that much. I did, but I never use it. No.
You're like, never use it.
Mm-mm.
So I think AQ, T-Bar, and I think those are some people going to be in for our little study group. But you guys, please keep in mind, please keep in mind that this is right now, we are in like the early stages. I'm looking, T-Barb. Oh, I think you missed an S, honey. It's House of Lenormand Readings. House of Lenormand Readings. Let me type it here.
Yeah, see, AQ is paid $160. That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
That's nuts, AQ.
I mean, I don't think I would be able to use that. I think I would have to like frame it. No way. So that's good. So the feedback is good.
Yeah, the feedback is good. And then Susan B. Susan, I have your email, honey. She's saying I can scan them and send them to her to print.
Yeah. Well, I could, you know, the printing that the sites that I was on they weren't expensive, and I would definitely help cover some of that cost for ink and stuff like that, because like you said, I just replaced a cartridge for $70. I'm like, wow. They happen to be blue, by the way.
Yeah, I think
okay.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to Susan is close to me. She's in LA. So I'm going to have to Susan, honey, can you please email me and let me know what the cost is for printing so I can shop there? I can just shop around for pricing at your place where you do printing, and then we'll check in Ona's place too. We're trying to find the most cost effective.
Yeah, I got it actually, and I even got a guy in the neighborhood. I got a guy. So
okay, because these are pretty heavy cardstock.
Yeah, I've got to be good cardstock. That will, you know, that'll be a little more expensive. But though, you know what's a good weight and what kind of finish you like and stuff like that.
I don't really mind, you know, as long as they're not. I don't know if we would want them laminated. You know what I mean? Like these are
glossy yeah,
because it'll make it hard.
Well, your deck, you might want to save that deck.
I am not going to use it. I'm just
and get a print.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to use this one as the master, and we'll reprint this. For Susan saying she can varnish them. Okay, Susan, can you it's 54 cards, Susan. Plus I have no idea how we're going to print this. This book is 100 with everything in here. With the glossary in the back, total, we're looking at 178 pages for this whole thing front to back. Instructions, card meanings, everything. Rules. That's a lot. Millicent, visual art, Lawson. Yeah, right now we're just trying to figure out and footprint. Chrissy wants to join in too.
Good.
Yeah. So let us get this planned out. Una and I will be working on this together. I'll contact you, Susan, or you contact me, honey, and because you're close by, you're in LA, so we can figure this out, and then we can start a little group. Well, then after we get this done, then we got to figure out where we're going to hold the study group, because
yeah, you guys can come over.
We can all go experiment together.
Yeah. So this will be good. This is really, it's a good plan. It's nice to revive this system because
you've been doing a phenomenal job. You guys, if you haven't already, Ona has a podcast. I've linked it on my community page. It's up there somewhere. AQ, I don't know if we should contact Green Mod. It's BP Grim. Well, you have a deck too, AQ. Mm-hmm. But they're French. Oh shit! This piece just fell off. Crap! My book is falling apart. Don't fall apart no more. I'm trying to.
That's a good question, and I think that it would be the same sort of. They would not be able to tell you no if you're using it for personal use because your card was torn and you needed to make a copy of it. But for distribution, they probably would have a problem. That would be a copyright.
That would be a copyright thing. And I ain't rich. I ain't trying to go to jail, and I ain't got no money to.
No, I really don't want to go to jail. I really
I want to go to jail.
No.
I'd kill some people.
It's too busy. It's busy right now.
So yeah, you guys,
there's somebody that said create a channel just for the studying the Lenormand. That's interesting.
Okay.
That's interesting. All right. All these great. Do you feel better?
I do.
Right.
And I just got one from Aletha, who would be interested in the Grand Jeu class. All right, Aletha, thank you for your email. Like I said, we're trying to get this thing off the road so that Ona can get a deck. I can get a second deck because I am not using these.
No.
Anybody that needs a deck, because they are very difficult to find. I know T-Barb put a link there, but like I said, T-Barb, I paid $70 for this deck here.
Yeah.
That's old and used. You know what I mean? I don't want people spending that kind of money. Georgie Moon is in. So yeah, let us try to figure out the logistics of it. AQ already has a deck. And I think that would be something to do. And Ona, for those of you that are not familiar with Ona, this is Ona from Ona's Tarot. She has been working quite a bit on reviving Mademoiselle Lenormand. She has a podcast where she's translating her memoirs. She has been doing ovomancy.
Yeah, I did another egg reading. I want to do more egg readings. I want to do more egg readings because I find them fascinating. And this seems like those are the big guns. Mademoiselle Lenormand liked using egg whites. And that came up that one night and I'm like, egg whites? And
remember when we were talking on the phone and you were like, there's something about eggs. There's something about eggs. Yeah. This was right after I had gotten back from France. Remember?
Yep. It's something about eggs. So I'm bringing a night and I did a random one, a totally random one with somebody who said, hey, that's cool. I'm game. Why not? And I'm like, okay, let's try it. And she was blown away. So I want to do more of that. That's really, really cool.
Can you do one on me?
I will. I just put a picture and I don't know if you want me to do it in front of everybody.
No, just send it to me private. Be like, girl.
Yeah.
Girl. What did I tell you about buying that voodoo doll? No.
I will not let you work with the voodoo doll.
Oh, I'm gonna tell them that's what I want to do, but that's the story for another day.
No, we'll not let you work. Yeah, this is about enlightenment. This is about awareness and opening up and all this cool stuff coming in and recognizing our dense pain, the dense anger, the dense sadness, right? And shifting it around and letting it happen, letting it purge. Things have to get better because I can't be okay with the way they are now.
No.
I had a customer come in with a red. I knew this was going to happen. Make America Great Again red face mask. And I thought, okay, all right. At least she's wearing one and she's wearing one, right? And I thought that's something different. We have a sort of little lottery on who's got the most interesting or fun design that comes in that has like a weird face mask. But she actually had, and I thought, they're out there. Those face masks are out there. Make America Great Again. I'm like, wow. I don't even know how to interpret that.
I'm still going to get a voodoo doll. I'm going to get a voodoo doll and stab the shit out of it. And then I'm going to send you a picture and say, oh no, put this on your ovomancy.
My guides, I'm going to send my guides, tell your guides, No.
My parole officer
we
is
have
going
to
to
focus
say, what
on
do you think I've been dealing with?
If we keep focusing on the things that are painful, that's all we're going to attract. If we focus on this is going to change things, this is going to make things, this has to make things better because it can't get worse than this. Yeah. And it will. It will. We're gonna bring it all together. Susan says, bring them the Trump the dog chew toy instead.
I can't, because Moose is really good. Moose is really, really good with his toys. He doesn't chew them up. He just carries them around and he sleeps with them. He'll never destroy a toy, ever. So I have to take matters into my own hands.
We get so lucky. Yeah, everything the eyes get taken out. I have 2 of them on top of my dresser right now that need a little surgery.
It looked like a horror story, like a horror film.
Sometimes I just throw them out and then Canola gets upset. Yeah, it's all the time. Always the eyes. Always the eyes. The eyes.
They're like crows, man. Like crows. Crows and ravens always go for the eyes first.
Yeah, I learned that this week. I didn't know about that.
Uh-huh. Because you were asking about that thing in the dumpster.
Yeah. I had a neighbor who found her husband found a dead rabbit in the dumpster. And I said, oh, you got to sage that area. And she said, I don't know what to do. Do you want to come over? So I walked, this is the egg too. I walked in the neighborhood with the egg, my feather for saging, say salt and sage and incense. And I did the alley and did the egg on her family. It was really interesting. So her husband found a dead rabbit in her garbage. The lid closed and its eyes were
out.
So I went down there and I saged it for her.
Yeah. It's just.
And Becca said it was a crow. I thought it was some kind of weird cemetery, creepy people.
I don't think so. I know that.
No, when I came in and did the cards after, it was random. It was something somebody found and they randomly put in this garbage.
Put in the trash.
Yeah.
Because I know that, like I was telling you, ravens and crows are very opportunistic animals. They, so when they see something dead, they'll mostly go for this first before it, especially if they can't get into anything else in the body, which is fine. That's their purpose, that's their function, and so, but yeah, for everybody that has emailed, please keep in mind, we really do appreciate all of the feedback. Please keep in mind that we're in the early stages of planning. I think I'm going to be working with Susan and Ona to try to get the best pricing for printing.
Yeah.
And the book, because printing the book is going to be important. But this is not Lenormand. This is not Lenormand. This is a totally different system.
Right.
So please keep that in mind. You don't read these like the cards that you see me reading on my channel or with Johnny and Jenny. These are totally different. So
there are some images that are similar to the Atilia.
To the Atilia?
Mm-hmm. Some are.
So yeah, please keep that in mind. So we are in the early stages. We have to figure out how this is going to go and when we're going to get this thing off the ground.
And Deborah's right. She says, as long as you're not selling for a commercial use. And it's not. It's like, when you think about it like, like a book club.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not for commercial. We won't get any copyright trouble. And who's going to put us in jail?
Assholes.
Come on. There's no way.
Awesome. Yeah, T-Barb, the book came in my little thing. It's inside of here, the little book. So it's just it's sad that the box is falling apart, but it's just like, once I get this reprinted, this is going in a safe place and it ain't coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the master copy. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry I lost my shit earlier, but it's It is what it is. I'm human. You know, shit happens.
Remember that this is, everybody's got to go through it, and you feel better, and we work through it, and we've got energy to work with.
Yeah.
Breathe it in and pass. It really does. It's going to be a few.
Ona, I'm getting a fucking voodoo doll. To hell with it. To hell with it. Oh, at least it'll make me feel better. And then you can do ovomancy on me and be like, yeah, girl, tone it down.
Really weird. I smell horses stable, like horse stables.
Why?
I don't know. Like, you know, when you walk into a barn and it's a stable, they're like horse poop, like hay and stable. I don't know. Somebody knows. There's something going on. Something going on with horses.
Could it be Kentucky, the Kentucky Derby? Wait, would they even be having the Kentucky Derby?
No. There's no way. I'm not even going to fact check that and say no. I can't believe that they would do that.
I'm going to look it up right now. Hold on, Ona. Because you know Mitch McConnell, that sleazeball son of a bitch. That's another one I should get a voodoo doll of. I'm going to kill him too. Rescheduled to Saturday, September 5th due to the current
Was it supposed to be this weekend?
I don't know. It just says, oh crap. Hold on. Let me go back over here because I closed the window. Kentucky Derby 2020. Let me see. The 2020 Kentucky Derby will be the 146th Kentucky Derby. The Kentucky Derby is regularly scheduled to be held on the first Saturday in May. But the 2020 running was rescheduled to Saturday, September 5th due to the current non-existent plague that has killed over 100,000 people in this country and counting.
Yeah, I'm following a horse.
Maybe it just means horse shit. He's full of horse shit.
It is. It's more the hay, the straw.
The hay, huh?
That whole feeling, like the flies buzzing and the heat, like that kind of thing. There's something going on. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I pick up my piece of paper from the night before and I see stuff like buttered popcorn, right? I don't know what it means. So this means something. It's a horse. It's a horse's stable, horse poop, hay. I don't know. I got to write it down. Horses. I'll figure it out.
You let me know.
Horse poop. Nobody farted. The dogs are over there sleeping.
So it's not my little goat dog over there.
This is heat, hay, a barn.
You guys don't know, I call her little dog Cannoli the goat because she's always eating stuff. So every time she texts me, she's like, look what she ate. I'm like, she's a goat. You have a goat.
I don't even know. Like, I brought this home today that my boss gave me. I don't know if some of that is poisonous or not. And you know, when I dragged it in, some of this stuff fell off and I'm like, you know what? If it's going to make her sick, I don't even know because I can't control both of them at the same time. She thought it was so cool.
It's like, cannoli, you have 4 teeth in your mouth, sweetie.
Yeah.
4 teeth in your mouth.
She can still get all that food in there. I don't know how.
She's so cute.
Yeah,
and Peanut's in love with them too.
Oh, she's been really, really sleepy lately. It's been warm. I had to turn on the air conditioning for them and just slowing down, you know, just slowing down, just harder to get up and down the stairs and stuff.
Yeah. It's never easy, girlfriend. It's never.
No, but she's still hanging in there.
She's still going strong, huh?
Oh my God.
What else am I going to eat, Mom? Your shoes, your purse, your face mask.
Yep. That's a sad story too. I told you that when I put my mask on, Giblets knows it's time to go out. I'm like, oh.
Hide it in your pocket and put it on when you get outside.
So it's like he gets all excited. I'm like, he's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He thinks he's made that association that when I put it on, it's time for him and I to go do our thing. I'm like, oh gosh. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do. But I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get some sleep.
All right. I love you, girl.
I love you too. Thank you guys. Everybody.
And we'll keep you posted on the study group.
Yes.
Once we figure it out. All right. Bye.
Bye.